Hello everyone. Today's session is about enterprise file sync and share solution built on top of the OpenStack Swift. As you can see here, the OpenStack instance is running inside an Ubuntu server. There's also a copy of the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise providing the file sync and share layer on top of the OpenStack Swift. There's also an Active Directory server, which is an optional component. You could use it if you want to use Active Directory identities for the users. As you can see here, here's the IP address for the OpenStack Swift part, and here's the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise part. We will be logging into the OpenStack, the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise part, and then you can see there are multiple tenants here. So there are two different flavors. One is the multi-tenants for multiple companies, or like a single company, single tenant for one enterprise company. So what we are going to do is we're going to mount the OpenStack container into here to become a mount point. So it's going to be showing up as a virtual directory. We will change the identity service. This is the Keystone identity service endpoint. So we're going to be changing it to the OpenStack one we have on the Ubuntu server. So the IP address is .2.118. And we will be using the default admin account and to connect to the containers in this account. And as you can see here, it's connected, and I have an option of creating new container, or I can reuse an existing container. So I will reuse an existing container, and then it's connecting and finishing up the mount. So now the container is mounted, so we will look back into the files and folder view, and then you can see the OpenStack 118 folder, which is a mount point showing up. And currently the folder is empty, so now we will use the web interface to upload some pictures to the pictures folder. So we will select a folder on our local computer, and then select a bunch of files, and then do direct drag and drop upload to the web browser interface. And then the web browser interface is backed by the OpenStack Swift. So these files and folders are going into the OpenStack Swift, and then we could log in to verify. As you can see here on the right hand side, the documents and pictures folder are showing up. And if we click into the pictures folder, you can see the pictures are showing up as well. So the raw OpenStack interface is, you can use it to verify the files and folders are there, but it's not really that usable, compared to the HTML5 and AJAX interface we have here, which is the provided by the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise. So besides the web interface, there's also Windows client interface, right? There's also Mac client interface and iOS, Android mobile client interface. So altogether, they are part of the full, the whole file sync and share solution. As you can see here, the Windows interface is like a drive letter showing up in the Windows Explorer, and then your files and folders are showing up as like a just kind of like a files and folders as part of your file system here. So you get a cloud drive, right? Cloud drive pointing to your OpenStack, and you can see the files and folders are showing up as the images are loading. So you have web interface, you have the Windows Explorer, Windows Drive interface, and so these are all different part of the interface, right? For the different kind of access client for you to upload and download files and share that with other users. You can have multiple users, or you can share that with multiple companies, other companies, right? So that's multi-tenant. So so there are different ways to share files, and and you can base that on top of your OpenStack Swift instance here. and the web interface, the Windows interface, right? So later on, we are going to have more videos to demonstrate the Mac and iOS and share and versioning and a whole a lot more features built on top of the OpenStack Swift. So as a summary of what I've shown today, there is a OpenStack instance running on inside the Ubuntu server. There's a copy of the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise providing the file sync and share solution layer. There's also an Active Directory. It's not demonstrated here. It's optional. You can connect it, connect to that. So that's all. Thank you, everyone.